So we are now going to discuss the last topic, the last chapter of AP Calculus, which is 8.1, average value of a function. Okay? So we don't do Unit 9 because Unit 9 is intended for AP Calculus BC and also Unit 10. And then the last topic for Unit 8, which is 8.13, this is intended for the Calculus BC. So our concern is only topics 8.1 up to 8.12. So as much as possible, we could finish the entire topic, Unit 8, by Braden. So we could finish in 2 weeks, guys.
2 weeks? In 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's 13 lessons. We got that, we got that. That's only 26 hours.
You're right.
That's ugly.
Plus unit test, plus whole final test.
So we do have average value of a function. So what is your idea about average value? In the previous discussions, what is average value?
Average rated change.
You can have 1 over f of b minus f of a, and then the integral from a to b, f of x dx, right? So average value will be 1 over b minus a, the integral from a to b, f of x dx. Now, again, if you encounter the word average value, you always have to do this one. This is one way of writing also the average. We have f of b minus f of a over b minus a. They are just the same, but we're gonna present it this way: 1 over b minus a times the integral from a to b f of x dx. Now we're gonna recall first intermediate value theorem. That means in a particular interval, let us say if you have this graph, whatever, okay, and you have this as A, you have this as B, okay? So, that graph, or that means in the intermediate value theorem, there must be, remember, there must be a value between
A and B.
the interval A to B. That's intermediate value, right? There must be a value. Okay, such as if you're given an interval from 0 to 100, and the question is there a value x equals 50? Even if 50 is not given, but the interval given 0 to 100, so 50 is within the interval, right? So intermediate value, there must be, okay? Or from negative 50 all the way to 1 million, is there a value of 100? So there must be a value because of this given interval. Next, average rate. Average rate. I need you to memorize f of b minus f of a over b minus a. And then for the mean value theorem, MVT. Okay, you have f prime of c is equal to f of b minus f of a over b minus a. So for the average value of a function, the average value, again, I need you to, if you have a highlighter, highlight this one. The average value of a function on the interval a to b is now equal to 1 over b minus a, the integral from a to b, and then you have f of x dx. Okay, so f of x dx. Now we're gonna apply this one for example number 1. Example number 1 says find the average value. So what comes in your mind if it is average value? Always have this formula: 1 over b minus a, then the integral from a to b, and f of x dx. Okay, so can I move this up now? Okay, by the way, before I proceed, I just received this one. You know, my number 1 follower on my YouTube, Facebook, Messenger is Miss Frost and Mr. Rodriguez. So Miss Frost just gave me this morning this one. Okay?
What does it say?
Oh, it's just kudos. Your AP promo are amazing. Okay? She always watch my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're not lying, bro.
let's have this now.
Big.
Ready? Okay. So we have find the average value of the function. The function given is 6 minus x squared, and the interval is from -1 to 3. So we're gonna have -1 to 3. So that means it's coming here up to here. Okay? The interval. So how we write now? 1 over b minus a. So this is our b. B is 3, right? And then a is -1. Okay. So we now say 1 over 3 minus -1, and the integral from our lower limit is -1, upper is 3, and the given function f of x, our f of x is 6 minus x squared, then dx. Okay, before we continue, is the presentation clear? Writing the correct limits, okay? So after that, we now do the antiderivative, right? So, but before that, let's clean this up. 3 minus -1. So that means 3 plus 1, right? 3 plus 1 is 4. So therefore, we rewrite this as 1/4. The integral from -1 to 3, and then 6 minus x squared dx. Okay, is this clear? Is the second step clear, guys? So what do you think is the next step? We're gonna take the antiderivative. Okay, so can I continue right here? So it will be 1/4, and then we now have 6x. Very good. So 6x, and then minus x cubed over 3. So x cubed over 3 evaluated from negative 1 to positive 3. So you write negative 1 to 3. Okay, so that means the upper limit, plug in first the upper limit minus the lower limit. Okay, so we say 1/4 and then plug in first the upper limit. So 6 times 3, what is 6 times 3? 18, right? And then negative, then x cubed, that means 3 to the power of 3. What is 3 to the power of 3? 27 divided by 3, 9. So that means 18 minus 9. Do you get me? Okay, so can I just write right away 9? Okay, and then minus, what to plug in now? The lower limit. So negative 1. 6 times negative 1. Negative 6 right here. But this one, negative, and then negative 1 to the power of 3
Negative.
is negative 1, right? Then times negative.
Positive.
So it's going to be positive. Okay, so it's going to be, what is here again? Negative 6, and then, so negative 6, and then plus 1/3. Am I right, guys? Okay, clear?
Clear.
So, can I just continue right here at the bottom? So I have 1/4, and then we have 9, and then minus. We're gonna simplify that first. So we cross multiply 3 times negative 6, which is negative 18. So negative 18 plus 1, negative 17. So we do negative 17 over 3. Okay, so that means 1/4, and then 9 plus. So 9 plus 17 over 3. Okay, so which means we multiply 3 times 9. What is 3 times 9? 27 plus 17. What is 27 plus 17? 44. So 44 over 3. But can we make use of cancellation? 44 divided by 3. 11. So therefore our final answer is 11/3.
You mean 44 divided by 4?
Huh?
You said by 3. Right?
44 divided by 4 is 11.
Yeah.
And then over 3. Okay, so this is our final answer. More or less, our answer is 2 point something or 3 point something. 3 point something, right?
3.67.
Whoa. Bro.
Three 3.6. Okay, or we round off into 3.67. Okay, that's the value of, that's the average value. Okay, next question.
Actually, wasn't that bad.
It says, when does the function assume this value? What is 11 over 3 again? It is the average value, right, of the particular function. So we're gonna have to start writing here for question, when does the function assume this value? So the average value is 11 over 3, and you have the function 6 minus x squared. So we're gonna equate. So 6 minus x squared. Okay, so what to do now with 6? We're gonna subtract both sides. So which means 11 over 3 minus 6 is equal to negative x squared. Okay, so what to do? make use of LCD or cross multiplication. So this is 11 minus 18 over 3 is equal to negative x squared. So what is 11 minus 18? Negative 7. So negative 7 over 3 is equal to negative x squared. So we divide both sides by negative, so that turns to positive. Okay, so I'll continue right here. Therefore we say x squared is equal to 7/3, and then take the square root both sides. Finally the value of x is gonna be square root of 7 over 3. So 7 over 3, and approximately this is, can you have a calculator? Divide what you have, 1.5 to, okay, so 1.5 to 7. This is the value of x. Okay, and what is the value? This is now the y, right? Which is approximately 3.67 or 3.6, then repeated, right? 6 is repeated, so we just have it that way. 3.66666. Yes.
Is it plus or minus?
Huh? For this one?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good question. Plus or minus? Now remember, the interval is from negative 1 to 3. So from negative 1 to 3, so therefore the x should be right here on the positive, on quadrant 1. Do you get me? So that's a good question. So we're gonna plug in right here 1.5. So approximately 1.5 is right here, and then 3.6. So the value of y is 3.6, and so this will be, okay, that would be the point. So this is the point, 1.5 to 7 and 3.6. Okay. Any question on number 1 before we go on number 2? Pregunta? No? Okay. Can I delete this now? Everybody's done? Okay. So comparing average rate of change and average value. We're gonna compare the average rate of change and average value. What is average rate of change? F of B minus f of B over f of A rather over B minus A. And then we're gonna comparing average rate of change and average value of a function. Now given HT, what do you think is HT? What is that? In terms of going up and down. When I say going down, it's derivative. When I say going up, it's gonna be anti-derivative. So what is h of t? What function is h of t? Could anyone tell me what is h of t?
Position function?
Very good, Manny. It's the position function. It is a position function. Okay? Position function, if we go down, that becomes velocity, right? If we go down again, that becomes acceleration. Okay? So, it is expected right here that we're gonna solve for velocity. So, set up the equation for each question and use a calculator to solve it. What did it say? Use a calculator to solve it. Again, h of t is equal to negative 16t squared plus 41t plus 10. H is the height. What is h? The height. And then t is time in seconds. That's why you have ht. So, what is the average height during the first 3 seconds? How to do it?
Plug in 3.
Okay? Anyone? Start. The question A. In this case, what to do?
Plug in 3.
We're gonna have
Yes.
first 3 seconds.
I need that.
How you interpret the word first 3 seconds?
From 0 to 3.
That means the interval is from 0 to 3. Very good. So how we do now? 1 over 3 minus 0. Right? Okay, so 1 over 3 minus 0. The integral from 0 to 3. And you have ht dt. Okay. So, do I have to show you a complicated solution? Sophisticated solution? What does it say?
Use a calculator.
So, what to do? Math 8 or Math 9? Why Math 9? We are on antiderivative. Okay? So, type first 1/3 and then Math 9. Everybody please get a calculator. If you didn't bring a calculator, I have some calculators here. Please do it now. And answer this given function. So, this is approximately what you have? 23.5. And what is the unit? What is the unit, guys? Did you divide by 3?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Or divided by 3 or?
Yeah, 22.5.
So, it's gonna be 23.5. And what's the unit?
Oh, bad. I'm trying to do that.
I can't wait to do
P. Okay? Did everybody get 23.5 feet?
Yeah.
Please check your calculator. But you're gonna set the calculator in radian mode. Okay? Do not forget to set your calculator in radian mode all the time for AP Calculus test. Next, moving on to question B. What is the average velocity during the first 3 seconds? During the first 3 seconds. Average velocity. What to do? We're gonna have h of 3 minus h of 0 over 3 minus 0. Okay, so h of 3 minus h of 0 over 3 minus 0. So meaning, you're gonna plug in 3 from the position function equation. Okay, what is the position function again? negative 16 t squared plus 41 t plus 10.
And B.
So plug in 3 and plug in 0 over the difference of f of b minus f of a, which is 3.
Genuinely like a good player, I would be.
So calculator will do now.
If I see Hogan and Cooling have up a girls play football player, I'm a freak. I'm gonna be like,
Remember, it's velocity. Velocity.
I
So
don't care if they give me.
do not forget the unit.
No, I don't know.
I got -7.
Negative 7. And what do you think is the unit?
Feet per second.
They get a dab.
Huh?
Some shit from.
It's velocity, right? So
Velocity.
feet per second squared.
I'll go tap.
Or is it feet per second?
Sure. Which is which? Feet per second or feet per second square?
Oh, feet per second.
Remember, this is velocity, so just per second.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay? So feet per second. You only have to do feet per second square if it is acceleration, meaning second derivative. Okay? Be careful on that, guys. Be careful on the unit.
Dirty sentence.
This is just the same as writing 1 over 3 minus 0, the integral from 0 to 3, and then h prime of t, dt.
She's gonna be the best. I'll watch.
Okay? H
And
prime.
you put, oh, you put 0 in it. Okay, okay.
So, Tanya, can you please read number 3?
R of x equals 2 sin x minus 1, where R is the rate at which Mr. Russ' baseline is changing inches per month and x is times months.
So, question A, what is the average rate of change that Mr. Brost's waistline changes from 10 to the 12th month? Okay. Average value, right? Average rate of change. So, who wants to do the problem here? What is the position function? Josue, what is the position function? Okay, so r of x is equal to 2 sine x minus 1. So can I erase this first so I can move this up? Okay. I'll try to move this a little bit. That one. So the position function is this one. Average rate of change that Mr. Brost's waistline changes from 10 to the 12 month. So, what is 10 and 12? Is the interval. So we can rewrite this into 10 and then 12. So we have 1 over 12 minus 10. The integral from
I would
10 to 12,
he probably
and you have Rx dx. Again, use calculator now. This is in preparation for the actual free response calculator activity. So that's the reason why I want you to use calculator. So, more or less, if it is trigonometric problem, it's all about calculator activity. The first part of free response question, the first two questions are calculator active. Then question 3 up to 6 for free response, no calculator allowed.
6, 8.
What you have? Negative 2.68. So approximately, I'll just write approximate. Negative 2.68. But are we supposed to end on 2 decimals? What's the third one? 3.
It's
Okay.
2.
3-0. So final answer. Once it is final answer, only 3 decimals. Okay? 3 decimal place. Next, question B. What is the average change of this rate during the first 5 months? First 5 months. How you do it? R of, this is R of 5 minus R of 0 over 5 minus 0. Okay, can you do it now? And careful with the unit of this. What do you mean by this? Average change of this rate. What you have? Negative. Okay, so negative 0.38. And then what's next after 8? 3. After 3, what's that? 5. So, how to round it up? 4. Okay. 384. And what is the unit now?
Inches per month.
Inches per. Sure. Remember, what is this?
Average. Per month, per month.
Per month. Per month.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
Okay. So, shall we now start on practice? And this time, I'm gonna call a student to do the work here. So find the average value of each function on the given interval. Okay, to do number 1, get ready. To do number 1, Johnny. Yes. To do number 2, Diego. Uh-oh. Okay. So guys, I need you to stand and deliver.
Mr. White, I got a little late.
Hmm?
I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to do it?
I got here a little late.
Remember, what's the formula? 1 over b minus a, the integral from a to b, f of x dx.
Probably gonna play.
Aside from Danny, who wants to do it? Hmm?
That's right. You got it.
Evelyn is smiling. That means you're ready?
I mean, she wants to do it.
You wanna do it here, Evelyn? Don't worry, we are here to learn, right? We are here to learn. I'm here to help you. I'm here to guide you. Number one, you want?
Wait.
Okay. And what about number two? Aside from Diego, you have. Okay. Shall we give Diego first a round of applause?
ChatGPT.
Thank you.
Ah.
Oh hell no, Diego.
That's me, Alex.
That's not looking too good, Diego. I may have got the wrong answer.
Is it just this?
I think so.
Nah, I didn't. That's a good answer. That's a good boy.
Okay. Shall we give Diego a round of applause? Now, I just wanna add. Okay, I just wanna add. Suppose this is a non-calculator active.
Yeah.
That means calculator is not allowed.
Yes.
So to do this, we all know that by definition 1 over b minus a, but our a is 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe also to write right away 1 over pi. Okay, so shall I write it here? I think I'm gonna use blue color for my solution. So 1 over pi, the integral from 0 to pi, and we have sine x dx. Okay, this means 1 over pi, and then we know that the antiderivative of sine is what? Antiderivative, so negative cosine. You get me? Negative cosine. So we have negative cosine x from 0 to pi. You get me, guys? Hello?
Yeah.
Is this clear?
Yeah.
Is this clear?
Yeah.
So you now plug in the upper limit minus the lower limit. Okay. So this is 1 over pi, and then you have negative cosine pi. I'm gonna put this in parentheses, then minus negative cosine 0. Okay, here. So entonces 1 over pi, and then what is cosine pi? Negative 1, right? Cosine pi is negative 1. So we say negative times negative 1. Yeah, guys? So this is negative times negative 1 minus negative. What is cosine 0? Positive 1. Okay? Cosine 0 is positive 1. So then times negative. So this becomes now negative 1. Here, guys. Now, can I continue right here? 1 over pi times, what happens to this? This turns to positive 1, and this turns to positive 1 also. So that means 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, so it's gonna be 2 over pi as the final answer. If you want, Divide 2 by pi and you will end up with this answer. Okay? So, suppose this is multiple choice questions, not calculator active.
It's a W method.
Okay?
Easy
So,
method.
it's gonna be 2 over
But look, you need to know
pi.
about the years.
Okay, what about number 1? Danny? Okay, shall we give Danny a round of applause? Shall we give Diego also a round of applause?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
don't look at Dave.
never mind.
You don't look a pound over 190 right now.
Who's that?
Who's that? You don't look a pound over 190.
Who's that? I'm like a pound over 190 because I'm not.
Nah, you're 190 in the top. Yeah, right. Plus 50.
I'm like 170.
I'm not 190. I know somebody who might move. I know a couple people. Whoa. Let me grab it. Good. Pause. Good. Want to try?
But it's still recording.
You want to try? Are you going to meet tomorrow?
I kind of just want to watch, but I don't know if Mom will let me. Because I kind of don't know what
He'll let you watch. You want a tab? They got a Chick-fil-A right there. Chick-fil-A.
And plus it's time. That's it. Crazy
I can go to regular. What? The one? No, the regular one. The alternate for the 401.
Yeah, that's
I'm running the 2.
Okay, perfect. That's 28 over 3. Shall we give Danny again a round of applause? Thank you, Danny.
I'm running the 1, the 2, triple, and high.
28 thirds.
Oh, we gotta solve them, that's why.
What are you running?
So, can you continue now by yourself for number 3, number 4, and the rest of the practice numbers?
This is the power 4. It's
Oh, the 4, yeah, sorry.
Very good.
What's that? 28 over?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the corrective assignment.
Oh,
1, 2,
64 divided by 2.
Please, no more.
Hell yeah. That bell is a lifesaver. That bell makes my day. Let's leave it. Please. Hear that bell?
This is
6.
And then he be expecting it for a phone. Like, we're just talking to us. Freaking Peggy, yo. Like, McPeak with No,
But in first period, he's showing his kids seeing.
no.